Hey everyone, what's up? And welcome back to the channel. We're gonna be talking about some spooky things, okay? It is spooky month, and I figured why not? Let's talk about scary things that people don't like to talk about, you know? Like being alone or feeling lonely. That's right. Today, we're going to be talking about being lonely and being alone. Before I move forward, if you don't know who I am, my name is Erica Mans, and I'm just a regular person. I just do random content. Right now, I'm keeping things very zen, okay? I'm not trying to overwhelm myself, but I do want to update daily for the month of October, as I was missing. I was MIA for September, so subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, well, stay subscribed, okay? Yeah. I love how I'm like, we're gonna talk about spooky stuff, and then I'm laughing. No, this is serious spooky stuff, okay? Have you ever thought deeply about, feeling alone, whether it's with people or if you feel lonely when you're alone? I feel like I just want to have a little conversation about this because it's something that I've been kind of experiencing for the last couple of years. I feel that a lot of people are just moving forward and excelling in life, whether that be in regards to getting married or having a family or buying a house or moving far away. There are so many changes happening around me that I'm frankly not truly used to just yet. And I don't say this in like, I'm mad about it or things like that. I'm saying this with a lot of respect and love. I'm so proud of my friends and all of their accomplishments. So I'm just wanted to state that before people think I'm a hating ass bitch. I am, but not for that stuff. People are thinning out in my life, and growing up, I never really expected that to happen to me, if that makes sense. I guess when you grow, you're young and you're naive and you're arrogant about how life becomes when you become an adult. When you're old. I know 30 is not old. Like, people think 30 is like the end of the line. You're old as heck. I don't feel very old. But I feel I'm not 30. I am 31. Did I say I'm 30? I guess it's a very new lifestyle that I'm not acquainted with or comfortable with yet. If I feel like I'm kind of jumping the gun here. I just feel that now that I'm not really surrounded by as many people, I just feel much more, I guess I just feel more alone in life, especially, being single and not having school and just working from home. And there's just like so many things that are keeping me in this like little isolated bubble. But I think it's an interesting conversation. So I do want to explore, I guess, what it is to be alone and then what it is to feel lonely. And then kind of, I don't know, I'm just talking. Being alone, right, is a physical state of an action, I guess, of this alone versus lonely thing. Like right now I'm alone talking to this camera, making this video. I am alone. It's not a bad feeling to be alone right now. It's not bad to be alone versus feeling lonely, which is more of a mental state of mind, and that's when you feel a disconnectedness or a lack of, I was gonna say camaraderie. Who says, what am I? Comrade? Like a lack of, a lack of people around. That's that's like the feeling of lonely. Now, with those two being explained, right? Alone is a physical, lonely is a mental. You tie that together, and I just kind of want to explore that a little bit. I going back to when I said I was jumping the gun, I fear being alone. I fear feeling that loneliness feeling because I'm not used to it. And again, for the past couple years, it's been making me very stressed and uncomfortable. And I just figured out that this is probably one of the reasons why I'm feeling this way. And again, it's not like I grew up super popular or whatever, but I always had people around. I was always hanging out, whether I was outside, inside. But now, again, everyone's kind of like moving on with their life. You know, it's just, I guess it's harder to hang out. I mean, of course, I could just go to the bar and like talk to whoever, but like obviously when you're older, you also want to protect yourself and stick around to what you know and be comfortable with your friendships. But then even like coming home, my parents moved out, so I feel that when I come home, they were always there, and now it's a little bit different, which I'm not used to. And I also think that social media is a huge issue for me. I do have 2 accounts, one that's personal and one that's public. My personal one is like constantly getting deactivated. I tend to feel a lot of FOMO. I'm very strict with social media because I'm very sensitive, as I was saying in my last video. So yeah, I do get fear of missing out, and I try not taking things personal, you know what I mean? I'm older now. I'm not taking things personal, and I'm not trying to take it in a negative way, even though it's extremely hard, and those are the feelings that come when you're feeling alone or lonely and vulnerable, and you want to like, it just brings out bad emotion, I guess. I think it stinks because it brings all this bad emotion, but I don't have proper outlets. So my inner, like, I'm struggling, I guess, trying to keep these inner thoughts under control. And these thoughts, they do affect like all of my strengths. One of them being confidence. I feel like I really am not that comfortable with myself anymore, and I'm not confident, and it's really messing me up, I think. So I guess, yeah, I've been really thinking about that, all of these negative thoughts, and how to, instead of kind of ignoring them, I'm trying to find a way to work with my weaknesses in order to strengthen myself. I have to like kind of embrace this like new life of being more alone physically, and there are gonna be waves where I feel lonely, but it's not horrible, right? There are many great things about being alone that I experienced lately, especially after kind of figuring this out. I feel that I've been forced to live life a little differently, which is not easy because I'm very stern and stubborn with the way I do things, and it kind of allowed me to be a little bit more fluid. I think being alone contributes to a lot of self-discovery, which we don't get the opportunity to really do anymore, which is unfortunate, but that's the truth of it. I don't think that we give ourselves that time of day, and it's a lot harder to discover new things about yourself, especially when you're constantly being influenced by outside forces. So being alone kind of forces you to you know what I mean, like do things that you like, and or try new things, you know. You're just like, why not? And I think that even though it's extremely difficult in the beginning, at some point there will be clarity. Even though it doesn't feel like that, it's that clarity allows you time to recharge, you know, and reflect. And when you're able to do that and give yourself time to do that, you're able to ultimately grow into someone better. I think it's easy to be scared of being lonely or alone, but that's because I think these terms are misunderstood, or at least the feelings that come with it keep us, like, it's a misunderstanding, and that allows a lot of fear to come in, and it's not cool to be lonely or alone type of thing. It's not cool, some will say. You know, it's not posh. However, yeah, once you accept, you know, it for like the good things of being alone or lonely, and drop the shame or embarrassment, because I feel that I also carry a lot of shame and embarrassment in regards to that. It's just very relieving. However, I don't want to find too much comfort in these feelings. I'm happy, you know, to be alone, or if I'm feeling lonely, there are new things that I could do, so many hobbies that I'm picking up. But I feel that I will always be, I lived a lot of my life, again, surrounded by people and doing things and keeping busy, and I cannot be alone for much longer. I'm just such a social person. So I think right now it's a journey to finding community, because, you know, it'd be really cool to look forward to do things, and it's hard to find communities. But I think I was looking into church. I'm telling you, that's scary for me. I never ended up going to church, but it was definitely a thing that I had on my mind for a long time, because I'm also going on a spiritual journey, and I just don't believe in like Jesus or whatever. I don't know, I can't get into it. But I wanted to go to church for that community, to like have somewhere to go to every week and talk and just do things with people. But there's so many options nowadays that you could do. There's like run clubs and like soccer clubs, and oh god, I don't want to do like too many activities. I'm like thinking about all these clubs, and they're all like working out clubs, and I'm like, damn, I just kind of just want to chill sometimes. I don't want to be like sweating every single time we hang out, you know. But that's what I'm trying to like discover now, because I'm just like, okay, my friends are busy, I get it, but I need to I don't like being alone. I'm happy that I could cherish being alone and like overcome that temporary feeling of loneliness, but it's not something that I kind of want to do forever. I think I just embrace it more and welcome it more, instead of feeling really bad about it. Solitude is not as scary. Solitude is not as scary. So bam, I tricked you into thinking that this was going to be a scary video, but it's all a mirage. I think that's the word. Anyway, that's it. That's the topic for today. I just wanted to briefly, whatever, just talk about what it is for being lonely and versus being alone, and what that means, and how it makes me feel, and how it could be better, and how it's not so bad. So if you are watching the video today and you are feeling the same feelings as me, don't worry, okay? It'll be better. You just gotta allow it to, and it's not gonna be better all the time. There are gonna be times where being alone stinks and feeling lonely stinks. It's better not to allow that negative energy to fester, because it just brings about more negative emotions, and you kind of get stuck, and we don't want that, you know. It's not bad. There are many pros to being alone, or there's not pros to feeling lonely, but you know, being alone is not so bad, and the feeling of loneliness is temporary again. And if you don't care about being alone, or you prefer it, and you never feel lonely, well, lucky you. But just make sure you check up on your loved ones, because that's also nice, and give some of your energy out, okay? We need some good vibes out here. I know I got a lot of introverts in the subbies, all right? Bless your friend today with a hi. Tell them you miss them, then go back to your dark corner. That's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Just a quick conversation today about that. And do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And let's go Mets. Am I right? All right, this video is over.